Hello, in this video we're talking about things you should know for Wayfinder. These things are going to become some helpful tips for you guys to help you get the most out of your experience in the game when you can get into the game. First one we're going to talk about here is potions. So, Venge here has potions, craft consumables. What they do is they increase a stat by up to like 25%. I think health has a set number, 30, about for 60 seconds. But the main thing they do is increase all XP gains by 5% for 5 minutes. This is why you're going to want to get a potion and use them while you're running your lost zones. Now, you can use them out in the actual real world, the open world areas as well. And every time you change locations, like when you, in early access at least, when you go to another location, when you leave the dungeon, when you go to from like Highlands to Skylight, you'll actually get your potion back. So they are kind of auto refillable flasks, and you just can hold whichever ones you need and just put them in that slot. Have your potions on you. They're useful and you'll need them. Number 2 thing I want to tell you guys that you should probably do is if you need gold. So the greed imbuement is going to put little gold piles in the dungeons for you to pick up. Sometimes it's not really a lot by the end of the dungeon, maybe like 500 to 1,000 gold made. But Venge here has the answer again, as he can sell things you don't need. Maybe you don't want this band of courage anymore. You can sell that, old accessories. Now right now it's kind of bugged to where it may not get rid of it. You can sort by value, you can sort by rarity. So sell that. Boom. A little extra 100 gold in my pocket. So that's one thing you can do to sell. And of course, there's also the greed. Now you can double greed if you've unlocked your double imbuements on things. You can do 2 greed. Just to know, do that if you need gold. The third thing, counting. The third thing I want to talk about is when you're doing quests or just running around in the Highlands or in the open world area. One of the cool, useful things that they've done in the game by making it community friendly and PvE is that you're not fighting over resources and you're not fighting over mob kills. Because if you're in the area and somebody kills a mob, your quest will get credit for it too, and you'll also get any items that may drop. You know, they all have a random chance of dropping items. Well, if an enemy dies near you, it has a random chance of dropping an item for you as well. So that's one of the cool things that we have here in the game. So don't be afraid to go out there in the open world and run around, kill some things. That goblin quest seems kind of daunting at first. We all have seen it, kill 1,000 zombies. Did y'all see the loading bar do that? Or 1,000 goblins, zombies, 220 goblins, 50 goblins. If you kill, somebody's killing goblins next to you as well in the area. You didn't get to the goblins in time, but you're close by. They're also getting goblin credit. The number 4 thing is finding the parts you need to craft characters. So they don't really tell us. There's supposed to be a codex in here. When we go into like recipes and we go into characters, we should be able to see where we find these things at. It says view ingredients, and it just doesn't tell us where these things are at. Let's go back to Skylight. All right, so we run out here to Omen. Summon Wayfinders. We can see that she needs a Trickster coin. She needs Treasure Phoenix down, Glimmering Shadow, Warp Spectras, Vestige of Nissa's Shadow, and Memory Fragments. Now we don't see where these drop here, like the wheel and stuff like that. But the other ingredients, we can find out where they are by going to the weapon person, Arsenal. Go to weapon crafting, and we say Phoenix Treasure down, view ingredients details. Unique crafting resource found by completing the Treasure Phoenix event used to craft weapons, relics, and consumables. Glimmering Molten Spectra, using tier 2 crafting recipes found in Lost Zones when any solar mutator is active. And there's other things like that too, the Archaic Bone. Use crafting resource found by completing the What Lies Beneath event in the Mines, used to craft weapons, relics, and consumables. So you can see where some of this stuff comes from. Found in some Trickster's chests, used to craft weapons, found by defeating the Talon of Pyre. The Talon of Pyre is a world boss. When you find a piece to craft one of the Wayfinders, it will tell you where that piece came from. So right here, Vestige of Nissa's Will. The shard holds an aspect of Wayfinder Nis, her unbreakable willpower. It may be found by slaying Brood Mother Silverith. Probably do a more in-depth guide with some of the crafting weapons and stuff, you know, once we get it all going. So there's that for finding stuff. The last thing is to do your quest. I know it sounds self-explanatory. You're doing your main story quest to unlock parts of the game, doing your side story quests for experience, reward tower experience. But these priority quests can sneak up on you. The priority quests will unlock the next difficulty levels of spears, like spear level 1, 2, 3. These are what you want to do if you want to kind of help get more experience as you're leveling up, get to that harder content, your priority quest. So do these priority quests. And those are the 5 things you need to know about Wayfinder, things you need to do in Wayfinder. It's kind of my first time doing a video like this. If you have any questions or any suggestions on how I can make these better, let me know in the comments. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.